What's up, guys? It's your girl Haley Pro, aka the SoundChick here. Featured for today's interview, we have a couple of the guys from Slashers. This band is a skate punk thrash crossover band. During our interview, we talk about their music, their influences, and much more, so stay tuned. You're definitely not going to want to miss out on this one.
Hey, I'm Paco. I do lead vocals in Slashers.
Yeah, hey, I'm Blake. I play guitar.
My name's Shane. I play the drums, and I'm in Slashers, and you're listening to the SoundChick.
So, guys, let's talk about your band's obvious hobby and interest here, which would be skateboarding. I already saw the one mug, low card mug. So, when did you guys get into skateboarding yourselves?
I guess I'll go first. I was a kid, and I think like the first time I saw skateboarding was Christian Soy beat Tony Hawk on TV in like the 90s. If I remember correctly, and then like leaving the cube, and I had a driveway that went downhill, so I would just roll on that shit downhill, mostly on my ass as a kid because I didn't know how to stand on it yet, but like forever, and I'm still terrible. It's amazing.
You're the best one in the band.
Best at going hard and falling.
My favorite skater in the band. No offense, guys. I got my first skateboard in 6th grade. It was a plastic Nash Coyote. I didn't know about skateboard culture until like 87. But before that, I was all about breakdancing and like LA movies and just like LA and Southern California, and skateboarding and bands always caught my eye. Then I got a skateboard for 6th grade and Christmas, and then a couple years later found out about the culture, and it's been on from there.
Right on. I got into skateboarding through a family friend of mine. He was like basically like an older brother. I looked up to him when I was growing up, and he was really into skateboarding. He had a quarter pipe in his driveway, and I'm from the sticks, so like you didn't really see much of that. There was no skate park in the entire county, and so there was like nothing at all to like go and skate until I got into it through him, and then got my first setup, and then just would skate in my driveway, and then eventually like the skate park opened up in the next town over, and then I kind of met up with some people through there and would go street skating, and then just kind of took off. So that would have been like late 90s, like 97.
We just did a 10-year age gap in those answers there.
Yeah.
I already quit and started by then. Started again by then.
Yeah, we've already like shown our age and then some by our answers.
What was the first trick that you guys learned?
Ass glide. Or no, I mean, an ollie, I guess, would be the first thing. And the first time you do an ollie and you can feel that you actually did a fucking ollie, your mind is pretty fucking blown. I assume that's the first, like, trick for most people. But for me, that was for sure. And then I just, like, you land it, and then you, like, don't remember that you're standing on a skateboard, and you fall over, and you have to do it again.
Right.
But that's just...
Besides tic-tacking on the carpet, I was, like, pretty major. Tic-tacking on the carpet. Then learning how to ollie in the grass. And then learning how to
you went in the grass? See, I'm the dude who I just immediately was like, I'm going to roll down my driveway as fast as I can, because that seems like the best weapon against gravity is speed, so let's do this.
Then I learned rolling ollies, and the first time, I'll never forget the first time I ollied up a curve and kept rolling.
Yeah, dude.
That was like, I'm getting chills just talking about it right now.
That's what I'm saying. Your mind falls out of you
right then.
The first trick I ever did was a standing still ollie in this big wide open like skate park space, and it took me 3 months to get to that point. So I started jumping up and down and screaming like the lunatic and like waving my hands in the air. I couldn't believe it actually happened. And I still have just as much difficulty with it to this day. So progress, I guess you come full circle. Everything does.
Yep.
Let me make a quick amendment to that story. It wasn't ollieing in the grass. It was rolling ollie onto a sidewalk that was grass. So when I got up the curb, I stopped rolling. And then we took it to the cement curbs.
Nice.
So I know that Paco was featured in Low Card magazine. What's it like being featured in magazines like that?
It's pretty wild because growing up, that was your medium, were skate videos and skate magazines. You know, in the '90s, that was the only medium, and like interacting with people at skate shops. So just the fact that we started getting stuff ran as a band in said magazines like Low Card, Thrasher, and Confusion. That was all like really major for us. Those are magazines that we did read growing up, or were like a part of a culture that we were a part of growing up, and to kind of get rewarded, if that's the right word for it, by being featured in it. It's something you can't really express. It means everything to us, you know?
That's awesome.
The Bibles.
Yeah.
Multiple Bibles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would say having the Spread of Us, sorry to interrupt, but Spread of Us that was ran in last year's October issue of Thrasher, at a full feature, full band photo, and a full write-up on us. I think that was kind of like we hit like a checkbox, just personally, you know, for us.
I've been there. I think Shane's been there too, but yeah, I mean, it's something that we never would have expected because, I mean, most things that I think, at least Shane and I creatively, you start something not seeking any of that sort of attention. You're just like, oh, check this out. And then when it works out to that level, you're like, oh, fuck. But then it makes sense. You're like, dude, like, we're a part of this. We've always been here. So it's awesome when it comes full circle and you're like, that's really gratifying because, fuck, dude, it's the Bible. You made it into the fucking Bible.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that for you guys. So exciting, especially since you're featured in magazines that you grew up, you know, paying attention to and reading. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've been in Thrasher a few times over the years with different bands and photo graffiti, and it never gets old.
That painting of you at Low Card was the shit too.
And fun fact, I was Low Card's music editor for like 6 years.
True story.
That's awesome.
Mednick, band dude, was my credit. Probably go back in some of those old issues and the pages with bands that are all like scotch taped zine style. You can see like the tape and shit.
Yeah.
And like the Sharpie marks. Those are all my pages. I got them all saved.
Hightower and Frontside 5 at like Rob Stock 01 or 3 or whatever the fuck. There's some good ass shit.
Yeah, first one was
I was like, who's that tall fucker on the drums? He's like as tall as the dude standing in front of it.
Fun fact, the first time I met Shane was at Rob Stock 2010. Am I right, Shane?
Was that 2010?
Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
And that's how we came together, you know? So it's like kind of funny.
We didn't even hang up.
Well, no, it was just kind of like in passing. And little did I know that you would move to New York and I would move to New York and then we would come together like this. You know, who knows those things when they happen, you know?
And Paco lent me his car when I had to move once, and he was like, you can borrow my car on one condition. You play drums for these songs I wrote on guitar.
That's true. Yeah, I remember that.
This is way before Slashers, though. We were just friends anyway.
Yeah, this was years ago.
I heard nothing about this.
That's awesome. So did you guys ever like fully expect to make a band out of all of this and have like a crossover genre of skate, thrash, and punk?
I've been in a band consistently for like half my life, and the one time I was between bands for a second, I just met Blake and we were hanging out and skating and all that together and just palling around. And he was between bands, and I was like, yo, we both skate, let's start a skate band. He played guitar, I played drums. I figured those two of the biggest shoes to fill. We had them right off the bat, and then we just wanted to play. We just wanted to like skate and play, and maybe hit the road and like skate, you know.
Short answer was yes. Like, yeah, we wanted. He straight up was like, "Hey, do you want to start like a skate punk band? Like, you know, a little thrashy, and everyone has to skate." So yeah, that was like the plan from day one.
And then Blake, you said and we'll call it Slashers, right? Like just like that.
I think the name was just kind of like preloaded. It's preloaded. The Slashers deck's been on my wall forever. It's the best fucking art, Keith Meek shit, and
Bro-ness.
it just made fucking sense. And plus, like, not for nothing, it's my go-to trick and probably my only trick and best trick, and one of the best tricks you can ever fucking do. Just like, go as fast as you can, go up the tallest thing you can find, and just make the coping shout, bark at you and shit, you know.
And you can't see behind you. You're like upside down and backwards, like with like.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's all a mystery for that split second, you know?
Space behind you.
You can fucking lay him back, and you can, like, have a snap in the middle of the grind where, like, the dude's body looks like he's being electrocuted, and how do you fucking make it out of that? And you run out, and it's good. So, yeah, yes. Are these answers a little long-winded?
I haven't even seen these guys in weeks, so I'm just loving talking some shit.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about your guys' influences musically for a little bit. Do you guys ever incorporate, you know, influences from other bands into your music? Or for the most part, would you say that it's pretty much your own style?
I mean, it's pretty, I feel like I've said it before to the dudes, like, it's fast food music. I feel like it's super easy to just, like, rip open the bag, you take a little taste, and you're like, oh, I'm going to finish the bag. This is so easy to just, like, keep fucking eating. Like, the music came really simple, writing-wise, initially. Like, I don't think we labored over it initially. Just because the influences are always there. Like, the punk, there's a ton of punk rock band influence. Like, 80s Cali fucking punk band shit. You know, a little chorus pedal on the lead guitars.
Yeah, there's melody in there, man.
Van Halen. You want to have the Van Halen fucking party vibe to your music. No matter where you go, you always want to have a part of your song that's going to be, like, balancing melancholy and partying. And then, like, good old-fashioned Bay Area thrash metal, I think. Yeah, you just want to, like, go fast and rip.
Yeah, I'd say Blake pretty much hit the nail on the head. And when people ask us to describe our influences, I always say Wehrmacht and Fleetwood Mac. Because honestly, I hear everything in between those two styles of music in our songs.
High-speed Beatles.
Yep, high-speed Beatles. Like, if Van Halen met Warzone, as Blake
like whoa, nice.
Yeah.
Is that Van Zone or War Halen? I like War Halen.
I think we
War Halen's like
War Halen.
Someone needs to do something with War Halen. That's good.
Yeah.
I like we keep our fast songs keep going fast too. You know.
Yeah. We did not record we did not record our album to a click.
No, we did not.
For aficionados out there who want the raw shit, yeah, it's raw because when I was recording the leads, in the middle of playing a solo, it would speed up on the drums because I know Shane gets excited when I play solos, and it's fucking.
Hey, it's hard not to, Blake. You know.
Yeah, it's fucking, but it's madness. I love it. So if you're listening to the record, it's like a live fucking show. There's no robot shit happening.
That's a good way of putting it. Listening to our record is like a feel for our live show too, because it's not on a robot. You know, it goes in whatever direction it goes in,
and it's not even close because live is live. Live is where we shine.
That's true.
I mean, the album's awesome, but like live is the best.
Absolutely, we pride ourselves on that. We have we want to give people a tight live show, or else like don't do it at all. You know?
Right. Yeah, I completely understand. What would you guys say are a couple of your favorite tracks off your album?
I like Skatriot a lot, and I like Right and Switch. I like them all, but I don't know. I like those two a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's fun to play the super thrashier ones, just because it gets the blood going a lot. But I can't even remember the names of our fucking songs. There's one, Stranger Things. Like some of the like more like almost popular numbers, you just see like when you start playing the riff, like the crowd. Yeah, Stranger Things and what's Snotty? That one. Those two songs I like to play live a lot.
The Beatles songs.
Assault and Battery for me is our favorite song to play. It's the opening track on our B-side. It's our opening track live, and I think that one just has like the most sincerity and energy and passion kind of all wrapped into one as a song that we have.
And it rips off the mamas and the papas.
and it rips off the mamas and the papas, and that's kind of like what we
It's like
do.
the Hazy Shade of Winter shit.
Yeah, it's totally like
I'm
Simon and
not too
Garfunkel.
proud to admit that we absolutely inadvertently ripped that off.
Here's the thing.
This is too good to not keep doing, so.
We start off with some Exodus, and we give you that. Then we kind of go to some Judas Priest, and then we close it with Mamas and the Papas, and that's our
Mamas
band.
and the Papas or Simon and Garfunkel, though, Hazy Shade of Winter. Simon and Garfunkel is known for playing that one.
Are you sure?
That's on their
They did it first, and then the Bangles did it later.
Yeah.
I'm just the Mamas and the Papas. You're all crazy. I can't Google it. I was just looking for my phone to Google it, and I'm on my phone talking to you.
It's Simon and Garfunkel, for sure.
I have my wall of records.
Unless they covered Mamas and the Papas. I never heard their version.
Out of here. All right, so anyway.
If you want to compare us to, like, the Bangles, you feel free to do that as well, Haley. Thanks.
Love Simon and Garfunkel.
So which one's Charlie?
Charlie Garfunkel.
So, you guys have an animated music video for 5 Mile Grind, which is a killer video, by the way. How long did it take to put this together?
Google it.
Well,
Thrasher did like a big write-up with Dylan, the artist, and he talks about making that video. I don't know all the specifics, but I know he labored intensely, and the fucking thing is...
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, Haley, Dylan Goldberger, the artist who did the video, is my roommate here in Brooklyn, and so I would see him every day that he was working on it, and some days he, like, wouldn't talk to me. Some days were more difficult than others, because this was, like, a real learning process for him. This was his first, like, cartoon.
Right.
And he told me he stopped counting after 100 hours.
Oh, wow.
So he spent a long time working on this video, and he deserves, all the credit and attention he got from it. So he tells me to this day, bands will still email him about doing an animated video for them. Bigger bands too, but they kind of can't quite land on a good budget, which is kind of hard, to find that happy middle ground. And in terms of like when they want it, because they always want it within like a month. Right. So, you can also read Thrasher's article on the whole making of the video, and it's pretty entertaining. It's got our storyboard that we drew on notebook paper to hand over to him, and all our little outlines and stuff.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's in Thrasher, on the Thrasher website.
It's on the Thrasher website. You can read it, like, anytime.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to throw you guys some fun questions here. What is your favorite piece of merchandise you've ever bought for yourself?
Oh, the anti-hero pocket knife that I lost somewhere fucking years ago on tour, but that thing was sick. It was just a simple pocket knife with the anti-hero logo engraved in it, and it was like $6. It was awesome. I have the box it came in because I'm a nerd.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. Knives are sick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We need a slasher, dude.
Just advertise as a grip tape cutter.
Well, we do have a slasher's machete. True story. We broke it out for Halloween a couple years ago.
It's one of a kind.
Yes, limited edition. I would say, does it have to be band merch that we bought on tour, or like?
It can be on tour. It can be online. Anything. Just your favorite merchandise.
My favorite possession, probably that's merchandise, is this Nightbreed Dr. Decker mask that I have. It's hanging on in my room right now, staring back at me. It was my Halloween costume last year, and it's really creepy and disturbing, and that's why I like it.
Nice. I dig it.
What comes to mind is my other band, Hightower, was playing in Tahoe one time, and I traded one of our CDs for this awesome glass bead that some hippie chick made, some glass blower in Tahoe, and I put on this leather necklace thing. I don't have it anymore, but
you couldn't have gotten a more Shane answer.
That was a pretty Shane answer.
CD for an original, awesome glass.
Well, Haley, to give you a backstory, we used to joke that if we couldn't get a hold of Shane on his phone, that we would send out smoke signals so we could get his attention.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
What would you guys say is the craziest thing you've done for music?
Oh, God.
Stuck with it for this long.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's give positive answers. My mind went to some dark fucking places quickly. signed some dumb contracts with some other bands, but yeah, stuck with it this long. What the hell are we thinking, man?
I would say just going out on the road and doing it. You know, that's the best part, and it's also the craziest part because there's a lot of uncertainty. You don't know what you're getting yourself into each night that you go to a new stage and set up and meet all these new people and interact with a room full of strangers. You know, right. You never know what's going to happen, and it's the best and craziest part of it. You know, we've toured pretty extensively with this band, at least just in America. You know,
we've done all right. Yeah, we got a rental car stuck in the salt flats in Utah. That was pretty.
That's a true story, and I'm the blame for that one. I was driving the car, but it was for. No, I totally told you to go for it. I was like, we got this. Well, okay. So backstory: we were coming from Salt Lake, and we were heading west, and we were driving by the salt flats, and then Blake and Shane and Jesse were up really late partying the night before, and I think Blake was too, but Blake was with me, and the other two were passed out in the back. So Blake and we pulled over in the salt flats and we collected all these stones, and we spent maybe 20-25 minutes, Blake, you remember, writing out flashers in like very intricate, painstaking detail. And I wanted to get a good photo of it. And to do that, I wanted to get a little bit above, and the only thing I could climb was the Jeep that we had rented. So I kind of inched it out. We kind of felt good about it, and then as soon as I pulled in past the point of no return, like, we sank, and it was.
You knew right away. It was
right away. It was a bad idea. And then that's when Shane and Jesse woke up so they could help push the car out, and they were not happy.
Shane didn't care. Jesse was pissed.
But Blake is like, if Blake wasn't there, I don't think we would have gotten it out, man, because he started like finding driftwood and like all kinds of other things in there, and just
this
got us out.
Not the first time I've done stupid things.
And what was the quote? It was like, I'm the answer and the solution to your problems. Blake Charlton.
The cause and the solution.
I don't know what it was. There's a lot of isms.
It was a lot of colloquialisms in this band, that's for sure.
For sure. What would you guys say is your favorite song to listen to all the time, no matter what?
Fuck.
All the time?
Yeah.
Like a lot of them. Damn.
I have one for the past month.
I was gonna say, like, I'll go Bobby Digital, My Lovin' Is Digi. I don't know, that song always puts me in such a good mood. Does anyone know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Yeah, didn't you hear me just go do-do-do-do-do-do?
Oh, yeah.
For me, whenever I wake up, I've been listening to, like, Indian mantras and, like, Hare Krishna chants, and I don't know, that's just what I've gravitated towards lately, yeah.
Dude, there's my Hare Krishna guy tattoo. Yeah, bro. Sick. Hari Ram Das, bro.
My daily song correlates with the Halloween season. It's The Blob by the Five Blobs.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Well, Shane just had a kid, so it's going to be the Baby Shark song pretty soon.
Dude. No, that's our song every morning. I put that on, and she, like, bounces on my belly. And I see her little Dracula fangs coming in.
That Baby Shark song is wild. There's so many versions of it. I can't believe.
Yeah, that one took off.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I have one last question for you guys, and that is, what is some advice you would pass down to upcoming artists?
Don't do it.
Quit.
I always said I want to start a Scared Straight for touring musicians at Berkeley College. Like, so you want to be in a band? Yeah. And give them like a Snickers bar for 30 kids to share for 10 days. And you're like, here you go. Now go beg for gas money.
It's just like the decline of Western civilization, too.
Don't do it, kids.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, if you fucking love it, you like it, do it, you know? Don't listen to people, don't do shit because it's cool. If you really like it, just do it, and
yeah,
it'll become part of your life, you know?
Hey guys, it's a SoundChick here again. I hope you enjoy the interview with the guys from Slashers. In the meantime, definitely go and make sure to check out their debut EP, as well as check out their music video for 5 Mile Grind. It's really cool, and like we discussed in the interview, it took a long time to put together, so definitely go check it out. It's super awesome. I enjoyed having you on this broadcast, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. If you're interested in reading up more of my interviews or music reviews that I do, follow me on my social media on Twitter or Instagram at Real SoundChick. This is a great place to see all of my updates, so definitely check it out there. In the meantime, rock on, my dudes.